After Lil Peep passed away from an overdose, the blame was quickly placed on those around him, his friends, for being a bad influence and enabling his bad habits. And for a while, to the public, that seemed fair. But as the years passed by, new details began to surface, and the truth would unravel itself. It turned out what had been shilled to the public as a story of a rapper unable to control his demons turned out to be a much darker story, of a young, promising artist being taken advantage of. His mother, horrified, sued, and just a couple of months ago, it was settled. So in this video, we'll be going over the full story of how Lil Peep's greedy management led to his demise, and how his family finally got justice. But before we get into how Lil Peep's management exploited him, how did he manage to get signed to them in the first place? Back in 2016, Lil Peep was a buzzing SoundCloud rapper and was playing a show. In the crowd was a man named Chase Ortega. Stunned by Lil Peep's performance, he approached Peep and asked if he had a manager. Peep said no and told him he would just get by however he could, and admitted he was basically homeless. At the time, Peep was living in Skid Row, self-releasing his music on SoundCloud. Shortly after, Peep's music would be shown to the CEO of First Access Entertainment, Sarah Stennett, a longtime manager to acts such as Iggy Azalea and Zayn Malik, and a big name in the music industry. And according to her, from the moment she laid eyes on Peep and heard his music, she was obsessed. Eventually, she'd get in touch with Peep and they had a meeting. She asked him if he wanted to play stadiums and if he wanted to become a global superstar. He responded yes, and she told him she could help him with that. So in the middle of 2016, Lil Peep signed to First Access Entertainment, a deal that would change his life forever, for better and worse. At first, things were alright. First Access helped Peep with releasing his music to all platforms, selling merch, and most importantly, tours. Maybe not stadiums yet, but tours in places like Europe, Russia, and the entire country. But once Peep started seeing success and was able to make a substantial amount of money, First Access's focus shifted entirely to how much they could profit off of Peep, and took a series of measures to ensure this. The first was to relocate Peep from Los Angeles to London. First Access didn't want him to be in LA with his friends and peers, who they saw as a distraction and an obstacle in their way of profiting off of Peep. So after Peep got done with his first tour, First Access and his manager pushed Peep to move to London so that he could live a quieter life and maybe even get sober. Peep grudgingly agreed. And just like